And then at some point past that money issue, though, like I said, is you have to start questioning the ethical and moral reasons or reasonings from bringing football back, and you have to consider that it's not just the athletes and the coaches who are affected by these decisions. You have stadium personnel like maintenance, administration, everyone involved in running those stadiums where the teams are going to be playing. You have referees who now have to come to these games. You have other team personnel who may not fall into the category of a coach, a player, or medical staff. And many of these people need these jobs. And with a pandemic going on, and a pandemic being the largest reason, if not the only, for these delayed seasons to start, is some of these people may be the only breadwinners of their family. They may be at risk. And so now, with your decision to push football forward, you might be giving them their job back. But then at what point are you going to tell them, like, hey, it's either you come to your job and get your money, or we fire you and find someone else who will come during the pandemic? And I just don't see a human way, not like a moral, I just don't see a human way you can ask a breadwinner of a family or a household to choose between their life and their family's lives and possibly contracting COVID, bringing that home to their children, and their only paying job. Is like, how do you make someone make that decision?
Yeah, you bring up great points there. I didn't think about that with the stadium workers and all. The referees, I'm not entirely sure what the referees is. I know the NFL actually allowed the referees to opt out of the season and gave them a salary. I don't know how the Pac-12 is doing with that, so I can't speak on that if they're giving the refs any bit of money. But then, yeah, the stadium workers who they probably, I don't think they're able to opt out of working at the concession stands and all that. They have to go to work. They have to be put in a place of danger, but with the fans not in attendance, I guess they won't be going to work maybe. So I'm not sure how that all working out. But then getting back to the ethical standpoint for the players, it's tough to make the argument that it's ethically right to bring them back, but I'm going to try. I've never turned down a challenge, so I'll give it a try. I think that they were given an option. So they were given an option to opt out. All the players could opt out. They were given another year of eligibility, so they didn't necessarily have to play this season. I look at it like the Pac-12, they've got football back. So if you want to play, if these players feel that the risks aren't great enough for them, or they feel that they can still play football and they won't contract the virus, or however they feel, they can play football. But then the people who are a bit more afraid, who have high risk, like asthma maybe, or who have family members who are at high risk, they don't have to play. So I think by giving them this opt-out clause, you could say, and giving the players an additional year of eligibility, you could make an argument that it's ethically okay for the players and that standpoint. But then looking at it for other people who don't have the option, like the ball boys who are for the team, those guys, they probably don't have the option. So it's really a difficult decision, difficult ethically wise.